Before you decide to give up, I urge you to take a deep breath and listen closely. Life, with all its unpredictability, often feels like a ceaseless storm. This storm can batter us with challenges so relentless that they strip away our confidence, leaving us questioning our very purpose. I know this feeling intimately. There were times when setbacks seemed insurmountable, and every path forward was shrouded in darkness. Perhaps you've stood on that precipice too, wondering if enduring the struggle is even worth it. Here's a timeless truth. The moments when you are closest to giving up are often when you are on the verge of your greatest breakthroughs. It is precisely in these darkest hours that your true strength, resilience, and character are revealed. Today, I want to offer you something different, not just another motivational speech, but 10 profound lessons rooted in the ancient wisdom of Stoic philosophy. These lessons have the potential to help you tap into an inner strength you might not even realize you possess. Stoic philosophy teaches us to see life as it truly is, not as we wish it to be. It offers a framework for enduring and thriving amidst adversity. These are not the familiar, comforting platitudes you've heard countless times. These are hard truths that challenge our conventional thinking, truths that demand introspection and courage. Yet, it is precisely their difficulty that makes them transformative. They have the power to reshape your mindset and build an unshakable foundation of resilience. In my own life, I've turned to these Stoic principles during my most trying times. When it felt like everything was falling apart, these lessons provided a lifeline, a way to navigate through the chaos with a clear mind and a steady heart. They helped me see that adversity is not a curse, but a profound opportunity for growth. If you are ready to confront these raw, unfiltered truths and harness them to stand strong, even when the world seems to be crumbling around you, then join me on this journey. Together, we will explore 10 lessons that have the potential to fundamentally change how you face adversity. Your journey to rediscovering your inner strength starts now. Each lesson will challenge you to see your struggles in a new light, to find the fortitude within yourself to not just survive, but to thrive. We will delve into the depths of human experience, uncovering the wisdom that has guided individuals through the most daunting challenges for centuries. From embracing pain as a teacher to finding power in solitude, from letting go of rigid goals to seeking out challenges instead of comfort, these lessons will equip you with the tools you need to navigate life's storms with grace and strength. And as we embark on this journey, remember that the power to rise above your challenges lies within you. These principles are not just philosophical musings, they are practical tools that you can apply in your daily life to build resilience and foster inner peace. If these lessons resonate with you, I invite you to subscribe to Rise of Stoics for more insights and inspiration. Share this video with someone who might need a reminder of their own strength. Together, we can build a community grounded in resilience, wisdom, and mutual support. Let us rise together, fortified by the timeless teachings of Stoic philosophy, ready to face whatever comes our way with courage and clarity. Lesson 1. Embrace pain as a teacher. Pain is an inescapable part of life. We are often taught to view pain as the enemy, something to be avoided at all costs. But what if we shifted our perspective and saw pain not as a foe, but as our greatest teacher? In Stoic philosophy, pain is viewed as a crucial component of personal growth and self-discovery. It reveals our limits, tests our resolve, and ultimately shapes our character. Most people instinctively run from pain, seeking to numb it or escape it. But consider this: enduring pain can make you stronger. Pain is not an adversary, it's a profound instructor. When you confront pain head-on, you allow it to teach you valuable lessons about your own strength and capabilities. Stoicism encourages us to face pain directly, understanding that suffering is an integral part of the human experience. It is through this suffering that we can find our true selves and fortify our inner resolve. I remember a time when I was at my absolute lowest. I had just lost my job, and everything seemed to be falling apart. The pain was overwhelming, and I felt like I was trapped in a dark tunnel with no end in sight. Every day was a battle just to get out of bed. I wanted to escape, to numb the pain through any means possible. But then I encountered a Stoic principle that shifted my entire perspective. Pain is a teacher. At first it felt counterintuitive. How could this immense suffering possibly teach me anything? But as I sat with my pain, I began to see its lessons. It forced me to confront my deepest fears and insecurities, to question my values and what truly mattered to me. Pain became a mirror, reflecting my innermost truths and pushing me to grow in ways I never thought possible. Pain strips away the superficial. It demands that you face yourself, raw and unfiltered. It's in these moments of intense discomfort that you find your true strength. The world often tells us to avoid pain, to seek comfort and ease. But the Stoics knew that pain is an inevitable part of life. Rather than running from it, they embraced it as a crucial component of personal growth. Think about physical training. When you lift weights, you're essentially tearing muscle fibers, causing pain. But it's this very process that leads to muscle growth and increased strength. The same principle applies to emotional and mental pain. It breaks you down, yes, but it also builds you up. Each moment of suffering is an opportunity to become stronger and more resilient. There was a night when I felt completely defeated. I was sitting alone in my apartment, consumed by a sense of failure. I felt the weight of my circumstances crushing me, but in that solitude, I began to see the lesson pain was offering me. It was teaching me perseverance, patience, and humility. It was reminding me that life's greatest lessons often come wrapped in hardship. Embrace your pain. Let it be your guide, showing you where you need to grow and what you need to change. Don't numb it with distractions or run from it in fear. Face it, learn from it, and let it shape you into a stronger, wiser person. Pain is not your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. The strength you gain from embracing pain is the strength that will carry you through your darkest hours. This perspective shift is crucial. Instead of seeing pain as something to be avoided, recognize it as an essential part of the journey. Every challenge, every setback, every painful moment is an opportunity to grow, to become more resilient, and to discover depths of strength you never knew you had. To apply this principle in your life, start by acknowledging your pain without judgment. Sit with it, understand it, and ask yourself what it is trying to teach you. Reflect on past experiences where pain has led to growth. Use these reflections to build a mindset that views pain as a powerful teacher rather than an adversary. When you face new challenges, remind yourself of the strength you have gained from previous hardships. Embrace each painful experience as a stepping stone towards becoming the person you are meant to be. In the end, it is not the absence of pain that defines a fulfilling life, but the ability to learn and grow from it. Embrace pain as your teacher, and you will find that your capacity for resilience, strength, and wisdom is far greater than you ever imagined. Lesson 2. Solitude is power. In today's hyper-connected world, the idea of embracing solitude can seem almost radical. We are constantly bombarded with messages that equate worth with social connectivity and external validation. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us that true power and clarity often come from within, found in the quiet moments of solitude. Solitude is not the same as loneliness. While loneliness is a state of longing for connection, solitude is a chosen state of being alone, a deliberate retreat from the noise of the world to reconnect with oneself. It is in these moments of solitude that we can find clarity, strength, and a deeper understanding of our values and purpose. I used to fear solitude, mistaking it for isolation and failure. There was a time when I felt cut off from the world, grappling with a profound sense of abandonment. It was during one of the toughest periods of my life, after losing my job, when I felt completely isolated. Instead of seeking distractions, I chose to embrace this solitude. It was then that I discovered its true power. Solitude offers a unique opportunity for introspection and self-discovery. Without the constant barrage of external opinions and distractions, you can tune in to your own thoughts and feelings. It is a space where you can confront your fears, question your assumptions, and rediscover what truly matters to you. Think about the world's greatest thinkers, artists, and leaders. Many of them have sought solitude as a source of inspiration and strength. They understood that to truly understand themselves and their path, they needed to step away from the crowd. Solitude is not a retreat from life, but a deeper engagement with it. During my period of solitude, I went on long hikes, journaled my thoughts, and spent time meditating. It was in these moments of silence that I found clarity and a renewed sense of purpose. Solitude taught me to be comfortable with myself, to face my fears without the crutch of constant company. It's in solitude that I made some of my most important decisions and found the strength to keep going. It's where I learned that my value doesn't depend on others' opinions, but on my own understanding and acceptance of myself. Solitude is a powerful tool for personal growth. It allows you to recharge, to find your center, and to emerge stronger and more focused. It is a chance to silence the external noise and listen to your inner voice. Solitude is not about being antisocial. It's about finding balance and strength within. To harness the power of solitude, start by carving out time for yourself each day. This could be through activities like meditation, journaling, or simply taking a walk in nature. Use this time to reflect on your thoughts and feelings, to question your assumptions, and to reconnect with your inner self. Solitude allows you to process your experiences and gain insights that can guide your decisions and actions. Solitude is also a time to practice mindfulness, to be fully present in the moment, and to appreciate the simple things in life. It helps you to develop a deeper understanding of yourself and your values. When you embrace solitude, you learn to rely on your own judgment and to trust your inner voice. This self-reliance is a source of great strength and resilience. In solitude, you can find the clarity and strength you need to face life's challenges. It is a sanctuary where you can recharge, reflect, and grow. Embrace solitude as a powerful tool for personal growth and self-discovery. It is in these quiet moments that you can find the strength to overcome adversity and to pursue your true path with clarity and conviction. Lesson 3. Let go of goals. We live in a world that glorifies goal setting. We're often told that having clear, ambitious goals is the key to success. While goals can provide direction and motivation, they can also become burdensome, leading to stress, anxiety, and a sense of failure when things don't go as planned. Stoic philosophy offers a refreshing perspective. Let go of rigid goals and focus on the present moment and the process itself. Goals, when overly rigid and unrealistic, can trap you in a cycle of striving and disappointment. The Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control, our actions and attitudes, rather than the outcomes which are often beyond our control. By letting go of rigid goals, you free yourself to adapt and grow without the pressure of constant achievement. I used to be obsessed with setting goals. My life was filled with lists, vision boards, and daily affirmations. I believed that by setting clear, ambitious goals, I could control my destiny. But over time, I realized that my goals were becoming a source of anxiety rather than inspiration. Every missed milestone felt like a personal failure, and I was constantly stressed, trying to force progress. When things didn't go as planned, it shattered my confidence. It was exhausting, and I began to question the value of these goals that were supposed to drive me forward. The turning point came when I encountered the Stoic principle of focusing on the process rather than the outcome. The idea of letting go of rigid goals felt liberating. I started to live in the moment and appreciate the journey itself. Instead of being fixated on the end result, I focused on the process, on doing my best each day and finding joy in the effort. This shift in mindset was transformative. Letting go of goals doesn't mean abandoning ambition or settling for mediocrity. It means releasing the pressure of specific outcomes and embracing the flow of life. It's about setting intentions and working diligently, but also being open to where the journey takes you. This flexibility allows for growth and adaptation, making you more resilient and less likely to feel defeated. One of the most profound lessons I've learned is that life is unpredictable. No matter how meticulously we plan, we cannot control every variable. By letting go of rigid goals, we become more adaptable and open to unexpected opportunities. We learn to trust the process and ourselves. Since I stopped obsessing over specific goals, I've found more peace and satisfaction in my life. I still have dreams and aspirations, but I'm not tied to a strict timeline or outcome. I focus on what I can do each day to move forward, and I trust that the journey will take me where I need to go. Some of the most successful and fulfilled people didn't follow a rigid path. They were open to change, willing to pivot, and found joy in the process, rather than just the outcome. They understood that true success is about growth, learning, and resilience. To apply this principle in your life, start by setting intentions rather than rigid goals. Focus on the actions you can take today that align with your values and aspirations. Embrace the journey and be open to where it leads. Celebrate your efforts and progress rather than fixating on specific outcomes. This mindset shift can reduce stress and increase your overall sense of fulfillment. When you feel burdened by your goals, take a step back and let go of the need for specific outcomes. Focus on the journey, embrace the present moment, and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Letting go of rigid goals can be the key to unlocking a more fulfilling and resilient life. Lesson 4. Seek challenges, not comfort. In a society that often equates comfort with happiness, the pursuit of an easy, comfortable life is seen as the ultimate goal. However, true strength and growth come from facing adversity head-on, not from avoiding it. Stoic philosophy teaches us to deliberately seek out challenges, as it is through these trials that we build resilience and discover our true potential. From a young age, we are conditioned to seek comfort. We are encouraged to find secure jobs, live in safe neighborhoods, and surround ourselves with like-minded people. Comfort is marketed as the ultimate achievement. But what if comfort is actually a trap, a prison disguised as paradise? What if true fulfillment and strength lie not in comfort, but in the challenges we face? There was a period in my life when I chose the path of least resistance. I took a stable but uninspiring job, lived a routine life that was safe but monotonous, and avoided risks, thinking I was smart to protect myself from failure and discomfort, but deep down I felt stagnant, as if I was merely existing rather than truly living. It wasn't until I started embracing challenges that my life began to change. I remember signing up for a marathon despite not being a runner. The training was grueling, and there were many days when I wanted to quit. But crossing that finish line taught me more about my strength and resilience than any comfortable experience ever could. Challenges force you to grow. They push you to your limits and then beyond. When you deliberately seek out difficult situations, you build resilience, grit, and tenacity. You learn to handle stress and adversity with grace. Comfort might keep you safe, but it won't make you strong. Consider the great figures in history. They did not achieve greatness by staying within their comfort zones. They sought out challenges, took risks, and faced their fears head-on. It is through struggle and hardship that true greatness is forged. These individuals understood that the path to success is rarely smooth or easy, but it is always worth it. When you choose to face challenges, you are choosing growth. You are saying that you are willing to endure discomfort for the sake of becoming stronger, wiser, and more capable. It's not about being reckless or seeking pain for its own sake. It's about recognizing that the most rewarding experiences often come from the most difficult journeys. One of the most significant challenges I ever faced was starting my own business. It was a leap into the unknown, filled with sleepless nights, financial strain, and constant uncertainty. But it was also one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. I learned more about myself, my strengths, and my ability to adapt than I ever could have in a comfortable corporate job. Stepping into challenges also teaches you resilience. Life is unpredictable, and comfort can make us complacent. When you regularly challenge yourself, you build a mental toughness that helps you handle whatever life throws your way. You become more adaptable, more creative, and more prepared to seize opportunities when they arise. Comfort zones are the enemy of growth. They keep you safe but stagnant. If you want to discover your true potential, you have to step out of the familiar and into the unknown. Embrace challenges, seek out adversity, and face your fears head-on. It's in these moments of struggle that you'll find your greatest strengths and achieve your most significant growth. To integrate this principle into your life, start by setting goals that push you beyond your comfort zone. Take on projects that intimidate you, engage in activities that challenge your skills, and put yourself in situations that force you to grow. Embrace the discomfort and view each challenge as an opportunity to become stronger. Remember, diamonds are formed under pressure, and so is your true potential. Lesson 5. Detach from emotions. Emotions are an integral part of the human experience, but they can also cloud our judgment and weaken our resolve. Stoic philosophy encourages us to practice emotional detachment, not to become cold or indifferent, but to gain mastery over our reactions. By doing so, we maintain clarity and strength in the face of adversity. For much of my life, I was a slave to my emotions. When things went wrong, I would react with anger, frustration, or despair. My moods were like a roller coaster, dictated by the ups and downs of life. It wasn't until I discovered the Stoic principle of emotional detachment that I began to find true peace and strength. Emotional detachment doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or becoming unfeeling. It's about recognizing your emotions, understanding their origins, and then choosing a rational response. It's the ability to remain centered and composed, no matter what life throws at you. This practice allows you to take control of your actions and reactions, rather than being controlled by them. I remember a particularly challenging period when both my personal and professional lives seemed to be falling apart simultaneously. My initial reaction was to panic and let stress consume me. But I decided to practice emotional detachment. I started by acknowledging my emotions without judgment. I recognized my fear, my anger, and my sadness. Then I took a step back and asked myself, what can I control in this situation? This shift in perspective was transformative. Instead of reacting impulsively, I began to respond thoughtfully. I focused on finding solutions rather than dwelling on problems. My clarity and composure not only helped me navigate through the crisis, but also inspired confidence in those around me. Look at some of history's greatest leaders and thinkers. They were not devoid of emotions, but they mastered them. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, faced immense challenges, yet maintained inner peace through rational detachment. Nelson Mandela endured decades of imprisonment without letting bitterness consume him, emerging as a beacon of hope and reconciliation. These individuals exemplify the power of emotional detachment. Practicing emotional detachment starts with mindfulness. Be aware of your emotional triggers and your reactions. When you feel a strong emotion rising, pause and breathe. Give yourself a moment to assess the situation rationally. Ask yourself, is this reaction helping me or hindering me? This simple practice can prevent you from being overwhelmed by your emotions. Another powerful technique is cognitive reframing. Instead of seeing a setback as a disaster, view it as a challenge or an opportunity for growth. This mental shift can change your emotional response from despair to determination. It allows you to approach situations with a clear mind and a resilient spirit. Detachment from emotions doesn't mean becoming detached from life. It means engaging with life more fully, with a clear and balanced mind. It's about being proactive rather than reactive, resilient rather than brittle. It's about finding strength in calmness and clarity in chaos. When you learn to master your emotions, you become more resilient. You can handle stress, disappointment, and even tragedy with grace and strength. You become a pillar of stability for yourself and those around you. Emotional detachment is not about becoming cold-hearted. It's about gaining emotional intelligence and control. To cultivate emotional detachment, practice mindfulness and cognitive reframing regularly. Reflect on your emotional responses and strive to understand their origins. With time and effort, you can develop the ability to stay calm and composed regardless of external circumstances. This inner strength will empower you to face life's challenges with confidence and poise. Remember, your emotions are a part of you, but they do not define you. By mastering your emotions, you gain the clarity and resilience needed to navigate through life's storms. Lesson 6. Be your own advocate. In a world that often seeks to diminish individual worth and rely on external validation, it's crucial to recognize and champion your own value. Being your own advocate means standing up for yourself, asserting your needs, and fighting for what you deserve. It's about taking control of your destiny rather than waiting for others to hand you opportunities. For much of my life, I believed that if I worked hard and stayed quiet, good things would come my way. I waited for others to recognize my worth and give me what I deserved. Whether it was a promotion at work, validation from friends, or acknowledgement from family. But this passive approach often led to disappointment and frustration. The turning point came when I realized a raw truth. No one will fight for you as fiercely as you can fight for yourself. The world is full of noise and distractions, and if you don't assert your value, it's easy to be overlooked or taken for granted. Being your own advocate means recognizing your worth and ensuring that others recognize it too. I remember a pivotal moment in my career when I was passed over for a promotion I knew I deserved. Instead of quietly accepting it, I decided to take action. I scheduled a meeting with my boss and laid out my achievements, my contributions, and why I believed I was the best candidate for the position. It was nerve-wracking, but it worked. I got the promotion because I spoke up and made my case. Advocating for yourself is not just about career advancement. It's about setting boundaries in your personal life, standing up against unfair treatment, and ensuring your needs are met. It's about being assertive in all areas of your life. This doesn't mean being aggressive or disrespectful. It means being clear, confident, and firm about what you deserve. Many people, especially those who are naturally introverted or conflict-averse, struggle with self-advocacy, but it's a skill that can be developed. Start by recognizing your accomplishments and strengths. Write them down if you have to. Practice speaking up in small ways, whether it's sharing your ideas in a meeting or expressing your needs in a relationship. The more you do it, the more confident you'll become. Think of the most successful people you admire. They didn't get where they are by waiting for others to open doors for them. They knocked on those doors themselves, and if they didn't open, they found another way in. They were their own biggest advocates. This is a lesson I've seen time and again in the lives of great leaders, entrepreneurs, and changemakers. One of the most empowering realizations you can have is that you are responsible for your own destiny. This means taking charge of your life and not relying on others to propel you forward. When you advocate for yourself, you take control of your narrative. You become the author of your story, not just a character waiting for something to happen. There will be times when advocating for yourself feels uncomfortable. You might fear rejection or backlash, but the discomfort is worth it. Each time you stand up for yourself, you reinforce your self-worth and build your confidence. You send a message to the world and to yourself that you are deserving of respect and opportunities. Being your own advocate also means protecting your mental and emotional well-being. It's about saying no to things that drain you and yes to things that nourish you. It's about prioritizing your needs and not feeling guilty for putting yourself first. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Self-advocacy is a form of self-care. To start advocating for yourself, begin with small steps. Assert your needs in everyday situations and gradually build up to more significant challenges. Recognize and celebrate your achievements, and don't be afraid to ask for what you deserve. Over time, you will build the confidence and skills needed to be your strongest advocate. So the next time you find yourself waiting for someone else to recognize your worth or give you what you deserve, remember this: you have the power to advocate for yourself. Embrace this responsibility and take control of your destiny. Lesson 7. Connect with nature. In our fast-paced, technology-driven world, it's easy to become disconnected from the natural world. Yet, Stoic philosophy teaches us that reconnecting with nature is essential for finding peace, gaining perspective, and nurturing our inner strength. Nature provides a sense of tranquility and clarity that is hard to find in the hustle and bustle of modern life. Nature is a powerful teacher. It reminds us of the simplicity and beauty of life, helping us to put our problems into perspective. The vastness of a mountain range, the serenity of a forest, the endless horizon of the ocean, all these elements of nature can instill a sense of awe and wonder. They remind us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. I used to feel overwhelmed by the constant demands and distractions of everyday life. My mind was always racing, my stress levels perpetually high. It wasn't until I made a conscious effort to spend more time in nature that I began to find a sense of peace and clarity. Nature became my sanctuary, a place where I could escape the noise and reconnect with my inner self. One of the most transformative experiences I had was a solo camping trip in the mountains. Away from the screens and the endless notifications, I found a profound sense of calm. The sound of the wind rustling through the trees, the sight of the stars filling the night sky, the feel of the earth beneath my feet. These simple experiences brought me a deep sense of peace. They helped me to clear my mind and gain a new perspective on my challenges. Nature teaches us to be present. When you're hiking up a steep trail or sitting quietly by a river, you become acutely aware of the present moment. The worries and stresses of daily life fade away, and you find yourself fully engaged in the here and now. This mindfulness is a core aspect of Stoic philosophy. By being present, we can better manage our emotions and respond to life's challenges with greater clarity and composure. Spending time in nature also helps to recharge our mental and physical energy. It reduces stress, boosts mood, and enhances overall well-being. Research has shown that even short periods spent in natural settings can have significant benefits for our mental health. Nature provides a natural antidote to the pressures and anxieties of modern life. To integrate this principle into your life, make a deliberate effort to spend more time in natural settings, whether it's a walk in the park, a hike in the mountains, or simply sitting in your backyard. Find ways to connect with nature regularly. Use this time to reflect, to clear your mind, and to reconnect with your inner self. Additionally, incorporate elements of nature into your daily environment. Bring plants into your home or workspace. Open your windows to let in fresh air, and take moments throughout the day to step outside and appreciate the natural world around you. These small actions can have a profound impact on your overall sense of well-being. Remember, nature is a source of inspiration and strength. It teaches us about the cycles of life, the importance of patience, and the power of resilience. By connecting with nature, we can find the tranquility and clarity needed to navigate life's challenges with grace and strength. To truly embrace this lesson, consider planning regular retreats into nature. Whether it's a weekend camping trip, a day-long hike, or even a few hours spent in a local park, these retreats can provide a much-needed break from the demands of daily life. Use these moments to recharge, reflect, and reconnect with the natural world. In the end, reconnecting with nature is not just about escaping the stresses of modern life. It's about finding a deeper connection to ourselves and to the world around us. It's about remembering that we are part of a larger, interconnected whole. By embracing this connection, we can find the peace, perspective, and strength we need to face life's challenges. Lesson 8. Practice daily mindfulness. Mindfulness is a core principle in Stoic philosophy, emphasizing the importance of being fully present in each moment. In our fast-paced, distraction-filled world, practicing mindfulness can help us cultivate inner peace, clarity, and resilience. It allows us to respond to life's challenges with a calm and focused mind, rather than being overwhelmed by stress and anxiety. Mindfulness is about paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about observing your thoughts and feelings as they arise, without getting caught up in them. This practice helps you to develop a greater awareness of your inner experiences and your reactions to external events. By cultivating this awareness, you can gain greater control over your thoughts and emotions, leading to a more balanced and centered life. There was a time when my life felt like a constant whirlwind of activity and stress. I was always rushing from one task to the next, my mind constantly racing with worries and to-do lists. It wasn't until I began practicing mindfulness that I started to find a sense of calm amidst the chaos. Mindfulness helped me to slow down, to breathe, and to fully engage with the present moment. One of the most effective ways I found to practice mindfulness was through meditation. Each morning I would set aside 10 minutes to sit quietly and focus on my breath. At first, my mind would wander incessantly, but with practice, I learned to gently bring my focus back to my breath. This simple practice of observing my breath and letting go of distracting thoughts had a profound impact on my overall sense of well-being. It helped me to start my day with a clear and calm mind, better equipped to handle whatever challenges came my way. Mindfulness can also be practiced throughout the day in various activities. Whether it's eating a meal, taking a walk, or even doing household chores, you can bring mindfulness to these moments by fully engaging your senses and paying attention to the present experience. For example, when eating, take the time to savor each bite, noticing the flavors, textures, and aromas. When walking, feel the ground beneath your feet. Listen to the sounds around you and observe the sights. These practices help to ground you in the present moment and enhance your overall sense of awareness. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine can significantly reduce stress and improve your mental clarity. It helps you to respond to situations more thoughtfully, rather than reacting impulsively out of habit or emotion. This thoughtful response is a key aspect of Stoic philosophy, allowing you to maintain your composure and make better decisions, even in difficult circumstances. Mindfulness also fosters greater self-awareness. By observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment, you can begin to understand the patterns and triggers that influence your behavior. This self-awareness is crucial for personal growth and development. It allows you to identify areas where you may be holding on to unhelpful beliefs or habits, and to make conscious choices to change them. To integrate mindfulness into your life, start with small, manageable steps. Set aside a few minutes each day for mindfulness meditation. Find moments throughout the day to practice mindful awareness in your activities. Use reminders, such as a gentle alarm on your phone, to prompt you to take mindful pauses. Over time, these small practices can add up to a significant shift in your overall mindset and well-being. Remember, mindfulness is a practice, not a perfection. It's about being kind and patient with yourself as you develop this skill. Even if your mind wanders or you find it difficult to stay present, each moment of awareness is a step towards greater mindfulness. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine can help you to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and resilience. It can provide you with a sense of calm and clarity, even in the midst of chaos. By practicing mindfulness, you cultivate a deeper connection to the present moment and to your own inner experience, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Lesson 9. Accept impermanence. One of the most profound teachings of Stoic philosophy is the acceptance of impermanence. Everything in life is transient: our successes, our failures, our joys, and our sorrows. By embracing this impermanence, we can find peace in the present moment and reduce our anxiety about the future. Impermanence is a natural part of life. The seasons change, people come and go, and circumstances evolve. Stoicism teaches us to accept this constant flux rather than resist it. When we accept that everything is temporary, we can appreciate the present more fully and remain composed during times of change. I used to struggle with the concept of impermanence. I wanted to hold on to the good moments and avoid the bad ones. I feared change and the uncertainty it brought. But this resistance only led to more stress and anxiety. It wasn't until I embraced the Stoic principle of impermanence that I began to find a sense of peace. One of the most impactful experiences that taught me about impermanence was the loss of a close friend. It was a painful reminder that nothing lasts forever. At first, I was consumed by grief and the desire to cling to memories. But over time, I learned to cherish those memories without letting them dominate my present. I realized that by accepting the natural ebb and flow of life, I could honor my friend's memory while also moving forward. Impermanence can also be seen in the everyday moments of life. Consider the changing seasons. Each season has its beauty and challenges, and none of them last forever. This cyclical nature of the seasons is a powerful metaphor for our own lives. By embracing each phase, whether it's a time of growth or a period of difficulty, we can appreciate the unique experiences it brings and understand that it too shall pass. Accepting impermanence doesn't mean we become indifferent or detached from life. Instead, it means we learn to appreciate the present moment without trying to hold on to it. It allows us to experience life's joys and sorrows fully, knowing that both are fleeting. This perspective can bring a sense of balance and serenity, helping us to navigate the ups and downs with grace. One practical way to embrace impermanence is through the practice of mindfulness. By staying present and fully engaging with each moment, we can appreciate the here and now without getting caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. Mindfulness helps us to see the beauty in the transient nature of life and to find peace in its impermanence. Another way to cultivate acceptance of impermanence is through reflection. Take time to reflect on the changes you've experienced in your life. Recognize how each change has contributed to your growth and shaped who you are today. By reflecting on your own experiences of impermanence, you can develop a deeper appreciation for the natural flow of life. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. We cannot stop the passage of time or the inevitability of change, but we can choose how we respond to it. By focusing on our attitudes and actions, we can navigate life's changes with resilience and wisdom. To integrate the acceptance of impermanence into your life, start by practicing gratitude for the present moment. Each day, take a few moments to appreciate what you have, knowing that it is temporary. This practice can help you to find joy in the present and to let go of the anxiety about the future. Remember, impermanence is not something to fear, but something to embrace. It is a natural part of the human experience and a powerful teacher. By accepting the transient nature of life, you can find peace, resilience, and a deeper connection to the present moment. Accepting impermanence allows us to live more fully and authentically. It frees us from the burden of trying to control the uncontrollable and opens us to the richness of each passing moment. Embrace this Stoic principle and you will find a profound sense of peace and clarity in your journey through life. Lesson 10. Embrace simplicity. In an age of excess and complexity, Stoic philosophy teaches us the value of simplicity. Embracing simplicity can lead to a more focused, peaceful, and fulfilling life. By stripping away the non-essential, we can concentrate on what truly matters, finding clarity and contentment in the process. Our modern world is filled with distractions and a constant push for more possessions, more achievements, more status. This relentless pursuit often leads to stress, anxiety, and a sense of never being enough. Stoicism, however, champions a different approach, embracing simplicity. By simplifying our lives, we can reduce stress, increase our sense of fulfillment, and cultivate inner peace. I used to chase after complexity, believing that a busy and complicated life was a sign of success. I filled my days with activities, amassed possessions, and sought constant stimulation. But this approach left me feeling overwhelmed and unfulfilled. It wasn't until I started to embrace simplicity that I began to find a deeper sense of peace and satisfaction. One of the first steps I took towards simplicity was decluttering my physical space. I started by getting rid of items that no longer served a purpose or brought joy. This process was incredibly liberating. As my physical space became less cluttered, I noticed a corresponding clarity in my mental space. I felt lighter, more focused, and more at peace. Simplicity is not just about physical decluttering, it also involves simplifying our schedules and commitments. I used to say yes to every opportunity, fearing that I might miss out. But this left me stretched thin and unable to fully enjoy or excel in anything. By prioritizing my commitments and learning to say no to non-essential activities, I created more space for what truly mattered. This allowed me to invest my time and energy in pursuits that aligned with my values and brought genuine fulfillment. Embracing simplicity also means focusing on the present moment. When we are constantly chasing after the next big thing, we miss out on the beauty and joy of the here and now. By simplifying our goals and being present, we can find contentment in our daily lives. This doesn't mean we stop striving for improvement, but rather that we appreciate the journey as much as the destination. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to let go of the rest. This principle is at the heart of simplicity. By concentrating on our actions, thoughts, and attitudes, and not getting caught up in external circumstances, we can live a more peaceful and purposeful life. Another aspect of simplicity is cultivating gratitude for what we already have. In a consumer-driven society, it's easy to fall into the trap of always wanting more. But true contentment comes from appreciating the abundance that already exists in our lives. By practicing gratitude daily, we can shift our focus from what we lack to the richness of what we have. To integrate simplicity into your life, start by identifying areas where you feel overwhelmed or burdened. Consider how you can reduce or eliminate these sources of stress. This might involve decluttering your home, streamlining your schedule, or letting go of unhelpful habits and relationships. Focus on what truly adds value and joy to your life, and let go of the rest. Incorporate mindful practices that encourage simplicity, such as meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature. These activities help to center your mind and cultivate a sense of peace and clarity. By regularly engaging in these practices, you can maintain a simpler, more focused approach to life. Remember, simplicity is not about deprivation. It's about making space for what matters most. It's about living intentionally and mindfully, appreciating the present, and finding joy in the essentials. By embracing simplicity, you can reduce stress, increase your sense of fulfillment, and cultivate inner peace. Embracing simplicity is a powerful way to navigate the complexities of modern life. It allows you to focus on what truly matters, to live more authentically, and to find contentment in the present moment. By adopting this Stoic principle, you can create a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Conclusion. As we conclude this journey through Stoic philosophy, remember that each of these 10 lessons offers a powerful tool for navigating life's challenges. By embracing pain as a teacher, finding power in solitude, letting go of rigid goals, seeking challenges, detaching from emotions, advocating for yourself, connecting with nature, practicing mindfulness, accepting impermanence, and embracing simplicity, you can cultivate a resilient and fulfilling life. These principles are not just abstract ideas, they are practical strategies that can transform the way you approach adversity. They remind us that true strength comes from within, and that we have the power to shape our responses to whatever life throws our way. By integrating these lessons into your daily life, you can build a foundation of inner strength and clarity that will carry you through the toughest times. Remember, the journey of personal growth and resilience is ongoing. Continue to reflect on these principles, apply them in your daily life, and share them with others. Together, we can create a community grounded in resilience, wisdom, and mutual support.